What's up guys, Ravindra Joisa here, and today I'm going to talk about lens and why your lens cannot focus on a particular subject. What might be the issue? So this is more of a troubleshooting. So before I go any further, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and help me grow it to the next level. Well, I had this trouble recently where I had to focus on a subject and I had a hard time in focusing on that particular subject. So in this video, I'll explain the different kind of ways you can troubleshoot this particular problem. The first way to troubleshoot this is try removing the lens and reattach the lens. This happens frequently when you keep switching between different kind of lens. Say this happened to me when I switched from a 14-24mm to a 50mm lens, and I did not connect the lens properly to the camera. As soon as you attach it and turn it, there is a click sound that appears, but that's basically to confirm that you have attached properly. So in the worst case, if you don't hear that and if you just continue, the lens might even fall off, and that might cause damage to your lens. So avoid that and make sure that there is a click sound and the lens is attached properly. The reason why you need to hear that sound is because the lens and the camera has to communicate. So in order to communicate, the metal contacts have to touch. Well, the second is the autofocus. So make sure that the autofocus is turned on. It happened to me recently that when I tried to focus on a subject in one of the photo shoots that I had a tough time in focusing, because that's when I realized that it was set to manual focus in one of the videos while recording. The one that you're seeing right now is using a Nikon camera, and I usually set that to manual focus because I'll be at this distance range all the time. But say if I take the same camera outside and if the subject is at the same distance as you see now, then it might still be in focus. But as soon as I try to shoot something which is at a closer distance or which is at a far off distance, then you'll again have a tough time in focusing. So all that you have to do is just switch on the auto mode. And also don't get confused with auto mode for focusing and the auto mode in the camera settings. So those are two different things. I've seen many of those amateur photographers saying, no, you should not use autofocus for focusing. Well, it's always good to use autofocus for focusing, but always go for manual mode and try to capture images in RAW. Don't get confused with that. Well, next is the FEE error. Well, this happens usually in the Nikon camera. I'm not sure about the other cameras, but then this basically indicates that the camera is not in control of the full aperture range that your lens has. This usually happens in the AF lens and not in the AFS lens. If you are having an older lens like the one that I'm recording now, it is a 50mm f1.4 AF lens, which is a 95 model, I guess. Which I bought this because it was half the price when compared to the f1.4 50mm AFS lens. Well, the next point is to clean your camera. Basically, what you need to do is use the compressed air or a blower to clean the camera. Never use your finger to clean it because there might be some greasy item and it can get into your camera. Make sure that you hold the camera upside down and then blow air onto that so that the dust particles won't fall back to the camera. So hold it upside down and then use a blower or compressed air. And make sure that you clean the main contacts, the ring of the camera and the metal contact that appears in the lens. Basically, the metal contact has to work in order for the lens and the camera to communicate. The next thing that you want to do is use the manual that you got along with your camera when you purchased it. This manual will have some troubleshooting steps mentioned in that, or you can always Google it or search in the YouTube channels like mine, where you'll find some troubleshooting steps which might help you in fixing the issue. Guys, the last thing that you want to do is take it to the service center if nothing works. Don't try to open the camera or try to damage your camera. Make sure that you take it to the service center, which is the last thing that you want to do. I hope this information was useful. You can thank me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Hit on that bell icon to get all the latest updates. I'll be sharing more videos of this kind every Monday. And also don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions related to photography, travel or trekking or anything. So leave a comment. I'll be answering your questions shortly. Cheers.